What's the difference between coaching and mentoring? Now, in another video, Brian Miller has described the difference between coaching and counseling. Super important. But what we see from a lot of people is they come into coach training and they think, what I really want to do is tell people what to do. It's kind of like a form of mentoring. So a mentor is somebody who has experience. They have kind of walked a path, and now they want to pour their experience and their knowledge and what they've kind of accumulated into someone else who is walking either the same path or a very similar path. So a mentor might be somebody who has become a CEO, and now they're mentoring other young professionals who are aspiring to a similar role. Maybe it's a pastor who's mentoring someone in seminary or right out of seminary so that they can sort of follow in that same path as the older and wiser pastor. And that's the key. The mentor is passing on what he or she has accumulated, what they have sort of lessons learned through their years, and passing it on. It works really well, mentoring does, when the paths are the same or very similar. Mentoring is less helpful when the person being mentored is making their own path. And that's really where coaching comes in. So as coaches, we are not confined to coaching only people who are trying to become more like us. Thankfully, coaches can coach lots of different people on lots of different topics. Depends on the style of coaching that you have, how much familiarity you might want to have with someone's kind of context, and how much of your own accumulated wisdom you might be passing on. Now, one thing that a lot of coaches do, and it's well within sort of the definition of coaching, is to pass on some of the wisdom that you have gained from other clients. And so in that way, the client in front of you is able to leverage some of the experience, the expertise, the kind of trials and errors of some of the other people that you've coached. That's not so much you passing on your own expertise the way a mentor would. That's more of your client being able to tap into your other clients and learn from them and apply their expertise. So it really keeps the sort of level of relationship as peers between you and the person that you're coaching. They're not looking to you for answers. They're not looking to you for guidance the way that they would with a mentor. By the way, don't be afraid to point people toward mentors. And sometimes you may serve as a mentor to someone else. That's okay. We want to be clear that when, even though we are big fans of coaching, it's not that coaching is good and mentoring or counseling are bad. All of these are really helpful ways to help other people. They're good, they're positive, they're supportive. It's just important that you know which role you're in. And if someone is working with you as their coach, it's important that you don't slide into becoming that counselor or that mentor or even that consultant. So hopefully this is helpful for you in distinguishing the difference between coaching and mentoring, and we'll see you next time.
Be sure and subscribe so you don't miss any of our great content.